Happy Saturday morning, folks. Brad here from Squeaky Clean Comics. And I got a bunch of real nice, dirty books I want to clean up this morning. This one in particular, I didn't even remember I had this. But look how gross it is. So we're going to start with this one and see how it progresses. And we're going to start with a brand. That one's got a little dirt on it. So we'll start with a brand spanking new one of these and get to it. So, yeah, I went to a hockey game last night. Went and saw our Wildcats for the first time, and I went a couple years ago with Amanda. She had she used to work at Superstore, and she got some free tickets to a game once. We lasted to the second period, and we're like, and we took off. And last night, Derek got some tickets through work, I believe, and he was going to go with his son. And I don't think the kid wanted to go, and I don't think Derek thinks the kid wanted to go. So he said he had a headache. Last minute, Derek scrambled, called me, and I was like, "Yeah, I haven't been to a hockey game in a long time." And part of it was I really wanted to spend some just hang out, listen to Derek by himself, which is kind of cool. I also wanted to go away for a while because I hadn't been away in the entirety of the time that we had the puppy, so I haven't left the house. Without her, like I've gone for rides and stuff, but she's been with me, and every time I went for a walk, she was with me. So anyways, we haven't really spent any time apart, so I thought, hey, I'd take off for a couple hours, and I'll come home, and she'll be all goofy and losing her mind, and woohoo, because when my buddy Adam Ricker came by the other day, she lost her mind, and I was like, all right, cool, I want that feeling. And so we get home, we go to the hockey game, and then we come back, and it's me and Derek. Amanda's having a fire, so we're going to sit and have a couple beers. And the dog freaks out all right, but she doesn't freak out for me. She freaks out for Derek. Because she knows Derek. He's been here. She's met him like 5 times in her short life. So she knows that's a visit where I'm, a permanent resident. But anyway, yeah, she lost her mind like she did for Ricker, but for Derek. So, yeah, that kind of sucked. But not that bad. It's fine. I got woken up to some amazing cuddles this morning, so it's all good. I'm happy again. But yeah, so it's the hockey game. And like I'm not a sports guy anymore. I used to be years ago. I was part of the booster club for the I think they were the Moncton Alpines or the New Brunswick Alpines. This is a long time ago. This is like the early '80s when we were a farm team to the Oilers. We get to see, I have pictures of me right by the glass with Wayne Gretzky on the other side of it when I was like 5 or 6. I think it was like 81 or 82. They played here as like a farm team thing. It was awesome from what I recall. Look how clean that book is coming. Wow. Loving it. But yeah, I get to see a bunch of old buddies there. It's weird because, I haven't been to a hockey game forever, and last time I went, I kind of kept to myself. I didn't walk around. Derek's a social butterfly, so he wants to walk around and see people and see friends he hasn't seen in a long time, where I'm not like that, but when I do that, I do see a lot of old buddies, and, saw Tom Bowser, who's kind of part of our, as close to our inner circle without actually being in it these days. He's a good friend. Yeah, it was really good. Saw my old buddy Matt Estabrooks. We went to elementary school together. Grade 4, I think we met, so it would have been 10. And we were buddies right up all through high school, and, every time we see each other, it's always a good time. Saw buddy Craig Deaver. He used to bowl with Craig when we were 10. Saw another buddy, Travis. I think it's Hicks, or Hickey. But yeah, old buddy, again, from elementary school. I think he would have went to Forest Glen with me as well. Yeah. Oh, and Dana Morin. I hadn't seen Dana in a long time. But yeah, so I saw a bunch of people I hadn't seen forever. But when I go out to these things, I realize these are all real nice people. Those guys are awesome. I'll I'd love to see them wherever I go, and if I run into old friends, that's wicked. But I have nothing in common with most of the people in that building. They're not comic folk for me. Sports folk and comic folk are way different folk. And I'm more of a, obviously a comic folk guy. But yeah, it was cool though. We had a good time. But while we were here, Amanda was sending me pictures of this wicked fire she had burning. And I was like, oh man. But we stuck around for the whole game. Then we came home and Had a few beers by the fire. Good buddy Tony Smith came over. Drank some of my whiskey. And then me and Derek played some Fortnite for a while. So that was a good night. This is really coming clean. What else? Oh, Amanda's got an auction going on right now that's going to end tonight. Really good stuff. Bunch of squeaky clean books in there. A bunch of real good filler stuff. It's not doing super great, but I think it'll probably turn around today. I did a boost this morning. But like our auctions don't do great. Like they usually do like $100, maybe a little more than that. Sometimes they do. So we've had some do fairly well. But for the most part, they're just kind of, she, on an hourly basis, she does well with them as far as that goes. But, yeah. Okay, so that's pretty good. Okay. Let's get to the back. East Coast Comic Expo is rapidly approaching, and we need some more volunteers. Like I think we're the ones we have are great, and we have a good roster. But I think Krager's looking to have a few more added this year. So if you have anybody in your life that you think would be a good fit, on the website there is a form you can fill out. We have a Facebook page too that'll kind of give you some information. But I do have a fair amount of information on that volunteers page on the website. And that's where you fill out the form. So if you want, go to the website, and in the menu there's a volunteers button, become a volunteer, and you just can read about it there, and then you fill out the form, and we get it, and we will be in touch as we roll closer to the event, which is only like 46 days or something coming up soon. So I gotta get clean and pressed, and I got a bunch of stuff I want to add. I've got 5 long boxes of squeaky clean books now that are just most of the inventory that aren't the keys, and then there's like 3 boxes of the hard shell keys, a couple boxes of slabs. Free comic book days next week. You guys excited about that? Oh, look how good that came out. Except that little piece, and that's ripped, but that was already ripped in that. But yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. So, yeah, we need some volunteers for ECCE. But it looks like it's going to be a really good year. Got a lot of vendors. We're sold out. I got approached by a fellow. He goes by Barry Allen. And I've known the guy forever, I guess, as far as... Well, not forever, but, like, I remember before the pandemic... when I was doing some stuff like searching ads on Kijiji or whatever, and I stumbled onto him, and he was driving, and he was like 70, so like he'd rather pick up the phone and talk, and at that time I think he was probably like 65, and so he was on his way to pick up, he was in Ottawa, or Montreal, going to Ottawa, something like that, to pick up this huge collection of Amazing Spider-Man comics that he had just purchased, and he wanted me to call and talk. And so I did, and we had a really, really good chat, and that was the last time I had talked to him. But apparently he had been kind of keeping tabs on me, and so he had been seeing the squeaky clean ads, because I told him I was starting to clean and press when I talked to him back in like 2020, and I don't know, he must have stumbled on my ad and be like, oh, that's that guy. Anyway, so he approached me about buying some stock from Squeaky Clean, and I'm like, yeah, we haven't really discussed that further actually, but I talked to him about the ECCE, and like he's got 100 long boxes. I don't know if he plans on bringing all that, but he's coming down. He's got 2 tables. He's traveling from either Ottawa or Montreal. I'm pretty sure he's in Montreal, and yeah, he's gonna like get a cube van or something and bring a bunch of books down. But yeah, so we shall see. But yeah, as far as selling him part of my collection, like I'm not sure what he's looking to do with them or all that, because like, this stuff's like my retirement. I don't want to sell my collection. I want to sell the stuff on the Squeaky Clean website, but I want to get a good enough margin on them, or trade them. And this guy's got the stuff. Like I could probably trade a huge chunk of West stuff to upgrade to like a big key, though. Now that I'm thinking about it, talking about it out loud, that might be the way to do it. yeah, nice old Jimmy Olsen 12 center. I think that'll be it for today. Well, Russell Lee from Charlotte Street, Blackville, New Brunswick, at one point. That's where this book originated from. It's in pretty good shape. Pages are really good. Yeah. So I'll get a clean and a press in and head off onto the website at some point. But yeah, I've got some stuff coming out of the press too. Let's see what we got. We got Flash 166. That's a little bit of water damage there, but nice and flat. Wasn't super flat like that before. So that's going to go into a brand new bag and board. I use these Comic Pro line bags. I like them, and I thought they were like perfect until RJ told me, well, I think they kind of wrinkle over time. And sure enough, some of these bags and boards are 2 years old and they're starting to wrinkle. So, yeah. They still look great. I had the honor of having my buddy Scott Wallace come over, who's kind of somebody that, over my collection career, I've been modeling some of the moves that I've done after his, because he's really smart, made a lot of the right moves. I can't find my tape. So anyways, yeah, and he got to come over and go through all of my Bronze Age stuff. And this is the other book that I have in the press. Fantastic Four. This is rough, but rough because of that stuff. But I don't know if you can see. It's pressed out real nice. Yeah, so I'll put that in a fresh bag and board. And then go find my tape. And then press the two that I just cleaned. And that'll be the next hour at my house. Well, it'll basically put them in for 6 minutes and flip them and leave them in for another 6 minutes and shut it off, and it's good to go for the next couple hours. And I'll clean a few more books in the meantime. So that is it for me today. Have yourself a great day.